Howdy, how's it going? Welcome back, or howdy if you're new. Today I'm going to show you a quick and easy way how to alleviate these loud clicky clacky buttons that are on some of these handhelds, specifically the ROG Ally X. It should reduce the sound by about 50% and it will make a noticeable difference in your life, especially if you're trying to sleep next to someone who gets quite annoyed with the clicky clacky buttons. So we're going to be able to take it from sounding like this to sounding like this. Now, if you like what you see, go ahead and get subscribed because we have a ton more mods coming. This is more of an easy DIY fix, but I do have some really cool mods that are a little bit more involved coming to the channel. So, quick thank you to the channel OGs. Now let's just dive right on in. So there's two things that you're going to need, and I know just the place to get it. So hop in, let's go for a ride and we'll pick them up.
He got the free lube that we need for YouTube. Hop inside, everybody wildin'. His crew said he's down the hall, he'll hook you up. As we get close, we hear something wild. You already know it's just him pounding on the back door. He said, come on, let me give you a tour. I started sipping some juice, I'm getting real faded. 5 seconds later, bam, I black out. Next thing I know, I wake up all woozy. So I grab my girl and then we bounce out. I'm never going back to the, oh no, I forgot the lube I need for YouTube.
Alright, so jokes aside, we have acquired the goods. What you're going to need is simply some keyboard lube and a keyboard lube brush, and I'll leave links below, so if you want to pick some of this stuff up, you'll be able to find the exact thing that I suggest that will work with it, and that way you don't have to take any guesses of will this work, will that work. Don't use WD-40, don't use any super thinned out lubricants, definitely don't use baby oil. Jokes aside, let's just show you what I got. This is the Krytox keyboard lube. I believe it's Krytox anyways. It's actually Strix keyboard lube that came with a Strix keyboard. Now, the thing with it is you can use any brand you want, but some of the Krytox stuff is a little bit better quality in my opinion, but keyboard lube is keyboard lube. Some people will argue in the comments saying that theirs is better, but look, they're all about the same. So let me show you what you're going to do. You're going to take your paintbrush like this, and you're just going to dab a little like that. And, you know, do some little happy trees, you know.
Happy little trees.
So now we're going to take it, and you're just going to run it around these circles of the buttons, basically bridging the gap in between the button and the housing. Don't worry, it's definitely going to make a mess, but nothing that you can't clean up. What you do is you get in there like that and you work it around the button. Don't worry, it's definitely going to get everywhere, but make sure that you have some paper towels handy. So once you work that around in there like that, you just kind of work it, get deeper in there.
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
Okay, I've already done these buttons, but I'm just doing this one to show you what it's going to look like as you do it. So now you're going to take and just keep pressing that in and work that in for about 2 or 3 minutes, and it'll get all the way deep in there, and then you let it set. Just let it rest, and then you come back in and you wipe it off. A microfiber cloth will also help make this a lot easier to be able to absorb some of those oils better than paper towels. And so now what I do is go to each button and do that, let it rest, and then do a second or even third layer of the lube. Because it takes a little bit of time for this lube to soak into the plastics and kind of permeate. And then now when you try to press these buttons, they're a lot more tolerable. They're not super quiet, but they're tolerable. It changed the tone just a little bit to make them less aggravating. And I put these to the test last night. When I was playing some games next to the wife, it was the first night she did not get mad at me for playing Call of Duty at 3 a.m. when I can't sleep. So hey, this will save you a pillow fight between you and the wife. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. No money back guarantee on that one, but All right, guys, jokes aside, I hope this video was helpful. I know it's short, sweet, simple. It's a no-brainer video. Probably a lot of people already know about this. I've seen a few videos on it with other handhelds, but you can use this method to quieten down the ABXY buttons. Also, if you have a squeaky D-pad, you could take the same method and just work around the cross pattern of your D-pad and work it in there real good. And it'll alleviate any of that squeaking sound for sure. That is the #1 fix that people recommend. Same with the triggers. If you've got squeaky triggers, pop the back plate off. I've already got a fix for it below in the video, and you can kind of lubricate those springs and it'll alleviate that perfectly, and that is a 100% guaranteed fix. All right, guys, well look, that about sums it up. I've got a few other things coming for you guys, so I will keep you posted when the new videos drop. I'm going to be doing some G-Helper videos for the Zephyrus G16, and I'm also about to do some Black Ops videos for this to be able to show you the settings that I use and how to get it tuned and make it run just right and be able to get over 2 hours of battery life. Oh, one more thing I almost forgot. Check this out. All right, well, you guys know I love my Ugreen battery banks, but one of the things that I haven't shown you is this right here. This is the X-Cool cable, and it is an all-in-one cable. So my AirPods, my iPhone, everything that I have still uses this dumb lightning port connector. So now I can use one cable and I don't have to switch between a bunch of different cables. I can keep this beside my bed and it can deliver 100 watts for all my handhelds. And then just like that, I've got a USB-C. And if I need a USB-A connection, I've got that as well. But it is a from the factory USB-C to C cable, and it's just plugging in these little adapters, and it's all metal. This is not plastic. These are not your average cables. These are high quality fabric braided cables, and they will not tear. They are strong. When I say they are strong, these are strong. Seriously, if you need a good quality 100 watt cable to use on your power bank with your Ally or your iPhones, go ahead and pick one of these up because it'll save you from having a messy desk full of cables or a messy bedside. There you go. Problem solved. I now only need one cable beside the bed and it solves all my problems. All right, guys, well, look, until the next one, I hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, or good night.
There. It's a gorgeous little Ally. And I think it'll open your mind to ideas like you can't believe. It'll stir the imagination, get you excited, because there's a million things you can do with this. It's really just up to you. Hope you've enjoyed this little Ally. It's been a lot of fun for us, and it's one of the most fantastic handhelds. Let me see some of your work. Send me some photos, okay? From all of us here. I'd like to wish you happy painting, and God bless, my friend.